Hello. So today I want to share how to organize all the information that is needed after death. And I wanted to make this video to put the link into my next video actually, where I will share a bit more about some of the things that I'm doing right now, some projects, and how to organize and plan things or just life in general. And it is a bit of a strange topic and also a little bit strange to do. But while I was doing this for myself, I thought maybe this is good information to share. I don't think that this is really taught somewhere in schools or it's done at work or anywhere, so we generally don't really make much time for this as a society, and I understand why, but as a minimalist, I like to have things sorted out and I like to have things done and clear. And I also find it important to make it easier for the people that I leave behind, just to have things organized, done, and just simple. And I myself bought a notebook which was specifically designed for this, and it is in Dutch, but maybe there are some similar books out there or online documents that you can find. And I will put the link where I bought this book below, and I will also write the basics out in the description of this video. So if you want to, you can just copy and paste it into your own document and just write it there. And then you can also adjust it more like you want it to be. And as I said, most of it is based on this book, but however, I did make some small changes here and there. But I think this is a good baseline, and you can always add or distract some of the things that you find necessary. And it's also fine if you cannot write everything or if you don't know the answers. And it doesn't have to be perfect. It's fine if some of the things you don't want to write or you don't know. It's more that there's an outline of the basic things that just makes it a bit easier. So it's not about perfection or knowing everything to the point. It's just to fill in as much as you can. That's all that matters. And I personally would suggest to do this on a day that you have something else planned later that day, just so that you can get your mind distracted afterwards. And I myself don't think that this is a task for doing just right before bed. But of course, everyone is different, so what works best for you is fine. And maybe you need to think about certain things and get back to it later, or maybe you cannot fill in everything. That's all fine as long as the basics are a bit sorted out. And it's not about perfection or having everything written down, having every detail figured out. It's okay to skip things or to not know certain things. And it is a bit uneasy to write this down, but it is such a relief once it is done. And it's also best if you can tell someone that you have done this, or to keep it inside if you cannot tell anybody. And I also wanted to mention that I do have a life, death, or funeral kind of insurance. And that should cover most of the expenses. And I already did fill out some of the basic things on their website, which already gave me much relief, but I felt like I needed to write down everything and to have it more detailed and a bit wider. So I'm very happy that I've done this and that I'm done and over with it for now. Of course, when things change every couple of years, I probably have to check some things out, but the biggest step is done at least. So here we go. First things first. So we start with important information, your full name, place of birth, current address, and if possible, your signature and the date of the signature. Religion. Do you want to share anything about your religion or your worldview? Organ donation. Do you want to share anything about organ donation? And this can also be where to find legal information, or even which organs you want or don't want to donate. But it is best to check this with the official registration, because I think that officially counts the highest by law. So in the Netherlands, you are automatically assigned to be a donor by the government by law, and all your organs can be used automatically. So also your eyes, for example, just everything. And if you want to make changes or not want to be a donor, then you have to log in and make the changes and also sign it. So it's always important to see what the law is in your country. And also, I don't want to change anyone's choice about this matter, but I do find it important to share some information that might be important to consider, or maybe not. Sometimes it is not that clear, but organ donation is not really after you die. It's actually while you are still alive. So it's not really an after death matter in my eyes, but a matter when you're still alive. And I know for many people being declared brain dead is considered to be the same as death. And that's all fine. You can have your own views about this. But I know that others might have different views about this, about where life ends or how you perceive coma or brain dead or consciousness and so forth in general. So if you find that people still can feel, or if you know where the line is for you, I just wanted to mention it, that it's important to think about what is important for yourself and what your thoughts are about that, so that it is not a matter of after death necessarily for everyone. Just wanted to make that clear. And then you can write down some wishes for when you cannot communicate anymore. Like, for example, if you have a person that you want to assign that can make decisions for you, or anything else that's important to you. And then some important contacts, for example, who to contact first, and things like doctor, hospital, financial advisor, executor, testamentary, insurances, a contact person of a religious organization, a notary, or anything else that you can come up with, or anyone else that you can come up with. I thought maybe schools, dentists, sports or other social clubs, voluntary work, social activities. And then about passwords, is there a place where you have all your passwords, maybe some digital location, maybe a safe or at a notary? Maybe it's an online document, maybe a password manager. So if you have it somewhere separate, you can write it down here. And then the testament. Do you have an official testament, and where can it be found? Do you have a preference of which executor or testamentary would fulfill your last wishes? If so, what is the name, the address, the phone, email address, and other information? Do you have any other important documents, like an address list or some sort of notebook with information, and where can they be found? You can also write an address list in this document if you want to. Do you have any other important information that you want to share here about the testament? And then about a funeral. Do you have a funeral insurance? If so, what is the name, the contact, or any referential numbers? And what does the insurance cover? Do you want to be buried or cremated or something else? Do you have a place in mind, an urn, or where to spread out the ashes? Do you have a preference for a funeral company? What do you want with the casket? Let others decide. Do you want it in a funeral home, at home, or on bed? Do you want it even to be in a casket? Do you want something else? And about the casket, what model, color, or material? And which clothes do you want to wear? Do you have any thoughts about pictures, music, decorations, flowers, funeral transportation, food, drinks, speakers, condolences? And do you have any wishes regarding the funeral cards, the thank cards, about text in general on the tombstone, on the urn? And then we go to payments and benefits. So if you have any sort of payment that you receive or a benefit, and if you have multiple, you can just copy paste it to however you want to write down. And what is the name of the website? Is it an insurance? Is it taxes, pension, mortgage, utilities, or something different? And about the access, do you have a username and a password? Or what is the location of the password? And what to expect? Offline subscriptions, what is the name? What is it? How to contact? And what is the payment method? Is it direct debit? If so, from which bank account? digital identification, what is the website, the username, password or location password. Email, again, if you have several email addresses, just copy paste several. You can just write down as many as you need to. What is the provider, the website, the email address, the username, password or location of the password. Do you want it to be deleted or do you want it to stay, and for how long? Do you want an automatic reply? If so, what is the text? Do you want a contact person in the automatic reply? And then social media. What is the name? The name of the website to log in, the username, password or location of the password. Do you want to delete the account? Yes or no? If so, after how many months? Do you want a memorial status? Yes or no? And what kind of text do you want for the memorial status? What to do about your videos, posts, and photos? Do you have anything else to mention? Cloud account. What is the name of the website? Is it for files? Is it storage? Antivirus or anything else? How to access? What's the username, password, or location of the password? Is it free or paid? And if paid, can you share the information about the subscription and the payments? And then photos and videos. What is the name of the website? Is it photo, video, other? What is the username and the password or location of the password? Do you have any special photos or videos and what to do with it? Do you have something else that you want to share about this? And then the online subscriptions. What is the account name? The website? Is it streaming, gaming, music, video, internet, or anything else? And how to access? What's the username, the password or location of the password? Is the subscription free or is it paid? If paid, is it direct debit? And if so, from which bank account? Do you have anything else to share? And then the websites. What is the link of the website? Is it a web shop, a blog, or something else? And what is the website to get access? And what is the username for that, password or location of the password? And about the provider, what is the name of the provider, the website, how to contact? Is it hosting? Is it a domain or other information? What actions need to be taken or what do you want to do with the website? Online memorial. Do you want to have an online memorial, yes or no? And you can write some details about it. And then about the mobile phone. So what is the phone number? The type. Is it private, for work or other? How to access. Is it fingerprint unlocking, yes or no? Is there a screen unlocking code, SIM code, or write down any other codes that you need for the phone? What is the password or location of the password? Are there hard drives on the phone? Is there an internal hard drive? Yes, no. Is there an external hard drive? Yes, no. And how to access those? And then about the apps. Are there apps that you don't want to delete? And what are the passwords or location of the password for those apps? And about the phone provider, what is the name, the website, and what is your username or password, location of the password? Is it a paid subscription? If yes, then from which bank account? And then about the hardware, is it a laptop, a computer, tablet, USB or something else? What type is it and what is the location? How to access it? Is there an access code, a password or location of the password? Is there an important document or important instructions on it? Notes. And then about bank accounts, which bank it is, what is the website, is it a bank account, a savings account, crypto, investments, credit card or anything else? What is the account number and how to access? Is there a username, a password or a location of the password? And what about the money on this account? Do you want the executor to decide about the balance, yes or no? And if not, leave the balance from this account too, write down name and percentage. Of course, you can copy paste it if there are more people. Money transfer service. What is the name, the website, account number, how to access, what is the username, password, location password, and about the money on this account. Let the executor decide about the balance, yes or no. And if not, leave the balance from this account too. Write down name and percentage. Money related account. What is the name? What is the website? What is the account number? Is it gambling? Is it online selling? Is it NFT or something else? How to access? The username, password, location password. And about the money on this account, let the executor decide about the balance, yes or no. And if not, leave the balance from this account too. Write down the name and the percentage for this person. And then about business. Do you have your own business? Yes or no? What is the name, the address, the registration number, tax number? Is there a contact person and what is their information? And what is the website? Is it a web shop, a blog or something else? And how to access? What is the website to get access? The username of that website, password or location of the password. And about the provider of the website, what is the name, the website, and contact information? Is it hosting, is it domain or something else? And then about the financial administration of the business. Is there a physical location of the administration? And what is the location of the hard drive? And how to access? And is there an online location? And how to access? So the username, the website, and password. Is there an accountant? If so, what is the business name? And what is the contact person? Is there other information that you like to share about the business? What do you want to do with it, or actions that need to be taken? And then about work or your job, what is the person to contact? And are there important documents for your job? And is there a physical location? And how to access them? Where can they be found? Then about your possessions. So you can share some information about your important possessions and legacy, like for example a car, real estate, storage spaces, you name it. What do you want to do with it? And then about pets, what are your wishes for your pets? And then something else that I have done is I've written down all the bills that I pay monthly or even once a year. And I was also thinking maybe it's important to write something down about insurances, taxes, or even debts. But the book doesn't really talk much about this, but you can share anything you want about that. And you can also add some last words if you want to. If you don't want to, that's fine too. So I really hope that this helps a little bit, and you can adjust it how you want it to, but at least it's a baseline. And so I'm curious to hear if you have already done this, or if you want to do it, or if you really don't want to do it, which I also can understand. No shame in that. And maybe if I have missed something very important, you can share that too. And thanks so much for watching. See you next time.